Alright traders, hello and good afternoon. Just a quick market update. So we've got gold, and obviously it had its gap up to start the week off. I actually didn't check the high of this. It got to 1689. Jeez, was that the high? Was that the high? No, that's 1689. Okay, and it obviously closed the gap. I didn't trade it, but currently what it's doing now is definitely interesting to me. Wednesday US session, which is coming up soon. What I'd like it to do is potentially come back down. 1642 has been a little bit of an area of support as well recently. So if it can do that, I would potentially take a buy trade. I just want to see what it's doing intraday as well. Okay, as you can see, so it has, what was the low? The low has been 1625 as well. Did it get down to 1642 then? Potentially, no, it didn't. It has rallied, and the low there was 1643.86. Alright, so it might have actually already had its pullback because the low there was 1625. So depending on how the 4-hour candle closes, and then I want to see what it does on the hourly into the US session, maybe midnight or so Perth time, I definitely entertain a buy trade there. And the Aussie actually has started turning as well, broken out of this range that it's found itself in. And I'll look to sell this potentially as well. It's not like what it currently is doing. Go to the 4-hour. Let's see the 4-hour. It did wick a little bit just on the hourly there as well. So I want to see how this candle closes. And again, US session entry is on the cards. Now the Euro US dollar. I see. Okay, so it's sort of moving. It is, and I've got a resistance level just pretty much where it is. Maybe 8 more pips or 9 more pips is where it's at. It is interesting. I mean, it is obviously an overwhelmingly strong downward trend, but the bull saw value here, and it has moved a little bit. Let's just bring up. Let's bring up the crossings. Go back to the daily actually. Alright, so if you got in about that, not really. It's like 50 pips or so. Okay. So, I mean, it's interesting, but it's not fantastic. Alright, pound Aussie. What is that doing? It's actually moved a little bit of the daily. Okay. So the pound Aussie looks like a moment of breakout here. I'll keep that on watch. Aussie Kiwi. Pretty flat. That's pretty flat for the Aussie Kiwi, and I think it's challenged because the New Zealand dollar is very similar right now, price action wise, to the Aussie dollar, both affected with the coronavirus situation too. So both, heavily reliant upon Chinese imports. So it's affecting the export markets in both countries. So, and it's very much not contained. It looks like, even though cases have been decreasing in China, it looks like, but again, reliability of information is questionable, it seems, and that's what the market is looking to price in as well. Euro Swiss has been on a bit of a downward spiral as well. Let's bring up the daily. Jeez, look at that. Who says trends are dead as well? I mean, that is just, if you got into that one, that's a nice one. Silver as well. My friend actually got into silver against the Aussie dollar, and he's been in that, gosh, I'm going to have to ask kind of how long he's been in that for. I think it's over a year. So obviously, moving stops and everything, but it's just been one of those things really where, and if you look into silver and the price ratio differences between ounce to ounce, there's a lot of value in silver as well, like upside potential. Alright, and USD yen. This will be a quick video, guys. USD yen. Might have found a bit of a bottom here. We'll see what it does. Again, in the US session, what the US dollar is going to do, whether or not we get some more negative headlines out, globally with coronavirus and where it's spread, and I haven't seen many cases in the US, and that's going to be interesting. That might be make or break whether it turns into a genuine pandemic, and then obviously gold's going to be really the one to play potentially, and silver. So yeah, I don't know if I did Euro yen. Let's just have a look at Euro yen. Pardon all these lines on the chart as well. Zoom out there. Okay. So again, we'll watch the yen and see if we'll start appreciating with the uncertainty in the safe haven flows. But my call is this is pretty messy. I think the Aussie dollar will wait for that and see what it wants to do on the 4-hour. The stop will probably just be above this weekly candle here. Stock could potentially be 66.10 or so, and we'd be selling it pretty much where we get a little bit lower. What was the lower that candle? Got to 65. It's 65, 69. So maybe 65.70. So that's around 40 pips stop loss. And if we go to the weekly, you can really see the it hasn't been below here for some time, like over 10 years, 11 years. It's just crazy. So I'll go back to the 4-hour guys again. Sorry about all the mess on the charts. So yeah, main watch Aussie and gold to see if you can get down to 1642, or if it holds, and then we get a bullish candle print in the US session tonight, could potentially go long there. Alright guys, that's the video. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.